guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Gunmetal Smoky eye, and I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. It's such a stunning eyeshadow palette, and I've already primed my eyes, and then I'm going in with this shade called Combust. Basically, it's like a very light tan shade. It has cool undertones to it, so I'm just dusting this into my crease and socket area. It's a very light shade, but it's just going to really act as a transition color and help the rest of my eyeshadows to blend seamlessly and smoothly, especially because we're going to be using a lot of dark eyeshadows for this look. So I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush just to dust that all up into my socket area. And next I'm going in with this color called Password. It's like a matte gray shade. It's kind of like a mid-tone gray. So I'm taking this on like a smaller, kind of more tapered blending brush, and I'm starting to dust that into my outer corner. I deposit most of the eyeshadow there, and then whatever is left on my brush, I start dragging that into my crease, just starting to create some depth and dimension and slowly building on the color. And next I'm going in with this shade called Whiskey. It's like a gorgeous cool toned matte brown shade, and same thing, I'm basically building up that outer corner, and then I drag whatever is left over on my brush up into the crease and just starting to build, really creating some more depth and dimension. You really want to take your time when layering these shadows just because we're going to be using a lot of dark eyeshadows. So I really like this brown. I feel like it gives some nice contrast to the gray colors that we're using. And again, just keep building. You don't want to go in with too much product all at once because it's going to be too hard to blend out. So just take your time when building this color. I slowly, add a little bit, blend it out, add a little bit of more product, and then blend it out. And next I'm going in with this eyeshadow called Dagger. It's like a blue toned charcoal gray, and I'm starting to pack this on my outer corner using a pencil brush. This is the brush that actually comes in the palette. So when working with dark colors like this, I like to deposit the product and really just kind of build up the pigmentation, and then I'll go in and slowly blend it out. That way you don't get like a big mess. And then I'm going in with this shade called Slanted. It's a gorgeous shimmery gunmetal color. So I start packing that on my lid using a flat shader brush, and then I also wet my brush a little bit. This is going to give it more of like a foiled effect and just really make that eyeshadow pop and make it more pigmented. And of course you want to go in and blend out the crease just to make sure those edges are nice and seamless. And again, I'm just kind of darkening that outer corner with that deep charcoal gray color. And then I'm going in with this matte black eyeshadow called Black Market, and I'm using that same pencil brush, and I'm just further deepening up that outer corner just to bring a lot more depth and dimension to the eyes. And then I'm going in with this color called High. It's a gorgeous, like shimmery, icy, I don't even know, like an icy white shade, and I'm packing that on the inner corner over that gunmetal shade. This is just going to bring a lot more dimension to the eyes, and that shimmer is just going to really catch the light. And now going on to the lower lash line, I'm using that brown shade called Whiskey, and I just put a light dust of that on first, and then I'm going back into that shade called Dagger, which is more of like that blue tone charcoal gray shade, and just packing that onto the lower lash line. And then you just want to blend that out with a little bit more of that brown eyeshadow, just make sure it's nice and soft. And then I'm going in with that shade called High and packing that on my inner corner just for a nice pop of shimmer. I'm popping some black liner into my waterline and also on my tight line just to really smoke everything out and deepen everything up. And then I'll blend it out with that little pencil brush just to make sure it's nice and seamless. And then I took that black matte eyeshadow on kind of like an angled brush, and I'm giving myself a little bit of like a wing almost and blending it up into my eyeshadow just to kind of create more of like that cat eye shape and just really deepening up the outer corner of my lash line. And then I'm going in with this shade called 13. It's a matte white creamy shade, and I'm taking that for my brow bone highlight, and I also popped on some false lashes, and basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.